definition of self-esteem. Belief and confidence in your own ability and value. I know what belief is. I hope you do as well. But what is exactly confidence? The definition of confidence, the quality of being certain of your abilities or having trust in people, plans, and the future. That is very interesting. You know, confidence is not being certain of the result. That would be cocky, not confident. Being confident is being certain of your abilities. In the definition of self-esteem, it says belief and confidence in your own ability and value. So I wonder what exactly is ability, because it seems like that is what you need to build up, that is what you need to work on in order to have good confidence and belief, and therefore self-esteem as a whole. So ability means the physical or mental power of skill needed to do something. So if you look at the bigger picture here, self-esteem comes from ability. From ability, you will have certainty. At some point, your ability will be so high level that you will be certain that you can perform at a reasonable level. From certainty comes self-esteem. You just have to add belief. 80% of belief, I think, comes from the ability. Let's attack the next issue. What abilities do we need to work on in order to raise self-esteem? Right, so the more general the ability is, the higher your self-esteem will be in general. But you can be nuanced and you can be niche in your ability that you develop. For me, the solution was to learn martial arts. And martial arts helped me in all areas of life, not just socializing and not just being anxious of being attacked and unable to defend myself, but also in other areas like esports, coaching, whatever, interaction with any person, it's not just in social environments. So I would say martial arts is one of the best ways to increase your self-esteem. So another way to deal with anxiety is don't overthink. Don't overthink. I know you're overthinking. I'm overthinking. I'm not going to do that. So how do you tackle overthinking? And how do you tackle anxiety as a direct result of overthinking? First, you have to understand that overthinking isn't your brain causing a loop. It is the outside world reflecting it on your brain. So if somebody continuously tells you, are you sure? Are you sure? You're really gonna do this? It doesn't sound right. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. As a part of growing up as a person, you will have parental figures, other peers, pressuring you and forming your mind into being an overthinking machine. So in order to stop overthinking, you just have to stop thinking in general and rely mostly on your gut feeling. I have realized this much earlier in esports, that I have to rely on my gut, but I didn't know the extent my gut gave me these feedbacks. My gut feeling is usually right, not always, of course, and this is why it's important that confidence is not being certain of the result, but being certain of the ability, because the gut will sometimes be wrong. If you want to learn more about this, you can read the book Relentless by Tim Grover. Okay, so let's say you have a very low self-esteem. You want to do something right now in order to increase your self-esteem. So what do? How do you improve and raise your self-esteem right now? Number one, attempt something physically challenging and do your absolute best. For example, do 100 push-ups. I guarantee you, if you do 100 push-ups, you will have a higher self-esteem than you did before. Even if you fail at only like 60, 80 push-ups, your self-esteem will have risen so much by just attempting to do a great challenge. And of course, dopamine comes into play here as well, because you always get this dopamine spike, even if you fail a challenge, not just when you win. Next thing you can do right now in order to raise your self-esteem is doing what you say you will do. I have struggled years and years doing 100% of the things I say. The trick is don't say shit that you're not gonna do. Be honest with yourself, because you will always know when you're lying. You will always know when you're slacking. So don't give other people false hopes and don't give your brain extra pressure that you know you will not and or likely not complete. When you say you will clean your room, you will clean your room. If somebody is pressuring you to say you will clean your room, don't say it. Only say it when you're gonna do it. And this is a great way to build your self-esteem, by being honest with yourself. Right, but let's say you want to do something that will continuously grow your self-esteem, right? Because these things you can do right now and they're great. However, we can implement this to everyday life, because without consistency, your self-esteem, I guarantee you, will never improve. So what do you do on the long term, on the mid-term? What do you do tomorrow and the next week and the week after? Going to the gym, doing martial arts, these are all great to being consistent and raising your self-esteem. Also, getting new experiences, triggering that recovery flow state. When you talk to new people, you do new things that you haven't tried before, you will get put into this zone, into this state of flow that is called recovery flow. I heard this from Dr. Benjamin Hardy. He has a few books on this topic. It's a very interesting thing. And with the recovery flow, you will experience new stuff which will improve your life experience, that will raise your self-esteem and your ability to be more just on the spot, more improvisational, in general, just a more chill person, ready for more things. All of these things are great, but long term, you also have to focus on yourself and the reasons why you got to low self-esteem in the first place. So, for example, have you always stayed in front of the computer? Have you had a problem with phone usage? You know, you're not really connecting with your peers when you're going out, or you're not even going out, just scrolling on your phone. And in order to address these, I recommend therapy. And if you can't afford therapy, I recommend EFT tapping, which is, if you Google it, it will look really weird, but I promise it works. But meditation looks weird and it works as well. So this will help you avoid overthinking, and it will also greatly help you listen into your gut, listen to your instincts, and then be able to make decisions based on that, that will increase your self-esteem, your confidence, and your current abilities that you have will seem to be on a higher level, but they're actually already on that higher level. You're just holding yourself back by not basing your actions on your instincts.